Hi, this is Madhavi. In today's session, we are going to learn about how to get the data into Power BI desktop using different type of data sources. In the before class, we already seen about the visualizations and the different type of visualizations, pie charts, donut charts, and etc. Okay, first let me open the Power BI desktop. You can download Power BI desktop latest version from the browser with a free of cost. Just ignore this. Okay, you need to sign in with your account that which is given by the organization. Okay, and this is the Power BI home page when you enter the Power BI. Okay, in that, how to get the data? Okay, we have an option called Get Data, right? Click on that. We have various data sources, right? Like Excel workbook is there, data sets, data flows, SQL Server, analysis services, blank query, like that. Okay, let me tell you how to get the data from Excel workbook. Okay, click on Excel workbook. Here I have some Excel sheets. I'm trying to get categories. It will take time to load the data. Select what you required exactly. Okay, click on load. Here we have two options called transform data and load. We will discuss about this data in Power Query Editor in the later classes. Okay, then just click on load. When the data loading is completed, in the field pane you can observe this that the data has been entered into Power BI desktop. Okay, let me do it again. You have directly have Excel workbook. You just click on that. Click on the Excel. Just click on open. Required table. Select the required table and just click on load. Okay, this is about how to get the data from the Excel workbook, and we have many other ways. Like if you are in a company, we can get directly like from the data sets that we need to log in with our official mail ID. Okay, then we have SQL Server. For SQL Server, we need to enter the server name. Database is optional. Just enter the server name. We have already have a local server, right? I need to like my local server is something. I need to enter like that and just click on OK. Okay. Then SQL is get and analysis services. If you have any text or CSV, you can directly get. Other than this, without getting a data, we can directly enter the data into the Power BI desktop. By we have an option called here enter the data, right? Click on enter data. Click how many columns do you require, just to select the columns and then name the columns as which you want, and expand the rows, how many rows you require for the particular table which are going to create. Okay, after creating total data, after entering the rows names and etc, give that name to the table which you are created your own table, right? Just give the name to the table, then click on load. Okay, edit. Here edit option is there, which we will going to discuss in the Power Query Editor in the later class. Okay, already we discussed about the visualizations, right? Let me import one other data so I can explain you uh, about the visualization. Yeah. I need to explain one more thing. When I'm going to open my data set. Okay, this is the data set. I contain like 2014, 15, 16, 17 data. One second, I will delete this. Okay, 4 years of data is there, and if comes next 2018, the data will be updated in this folder. But what will happen is, if you pick one by one and export to the Power BI desktop, then if you receive any new file that like sales 2018 that not be refreshed or renewed in Power BI, then how can we do that? Okay, I for that we have one type called a folder. We can directly copy paste the folder so that when we get the new data into the folder, automatically the data will be updated in the Power BI itself. Okay, click on just folder, connect. Okay, for this you need to require the folder path. Okay, this is the folder path, just like I'm selecting. This is the total folder path. Okay, just copy that. Just click on OK. Okay, then you can see here 2014, 15, 16, 17. These are all CSV files. I am just clicking on load. Okay, you can see now 4 tables has been affected. Alternatively, you can get each one by Excel workbook, and then after you can migrate it, but it is just a long process, and it also not been updated when you get the new data. So the best way is to do is like just copy the folder path and click on more, get data from more, and click on folder. Okay, just click on connect and copy paste the folder path, then you can get the data. Now I am going to create one visualization because we already discussed about the visualizations, right? Okay, I'm taking here I'm taking stacked bar chart just to I'm taking some data here like I'm taking category key. We have two category keys, like one is special, one is general. Other time is I'm taking sales. Okay, this is about the geography, in which geography I'm taking the category key. See, you're getting some visualizations, right? And this backlink in general, we have this much of things, right? This is about creation of visualization. You can create whatever data you need, or what are the requirements given by the client. Okay, other than we can use any of this. Okay, now I'm using a table. I'm picking like I'm picking sales represent name, and I'm picking sales represent ID. Okay, we already discussed in our previous class that the differences between the table and a matrix. Let me show you the differences in a visualization form. Okay, this is a table which I created with a sales represent name and sales represent ID. Then I'm picking matrix. No, just wait. Click on empty bar and take the matrix. Okay, this is the matrix. Here also I am taking same sales represent name and the sales represent ID. Okay, you can find the differences between that matrix and the table. Okay, here the sales represent ID and the sales represent name are both in the column name, because we don't have any rows for the table visualization. Okay, for when it comes to matrix, we have the rows and the columns. So when we put the data, it will take it to rows and as well as the columns, as well as the values. This is the differences between the table and the matrix. Table is a more useful than matrix in we have very less of a data. When we have very less of a data, we can use a table, but when we have more, like we have id 1 2 3 4 like it going on to up to 15 or 20, then it is better to use matrix itself. You can replace it like rows to columns or columns to rows, whatever it may be. Okay, it's up to you. I'm just replacing like this. Okay, this is the table and this is the matrix. This is the total differences between the table and matrix, and this is how to get the data. And tomorrow's class we are going to discuss about Power Query Editor, which is also known as transform data, or in previous we already seen the edit option. What is the meant by edit option? We are going to learn about Power Query Editor later. Okay, this is about the how to get the data into Power BI desktop from the different type of sources. Thank you for watching.